Thank you so much, Dudu. So indeed, Umalusi has given the thumbs up to the Department of Basic Education, to FET colleges, and also to the Department of Higher Education and Training, who also administers the National Senior Certificate Examinations, to release their exams come Thursday. We do know that this is the plan for the Department of Basic Education. This, of course, amid some of the irregularities that Umalusi themselves saying that they are concerned about, where learners are more able to actually cheat, especially in their examinations. Let's bring in the Department of Basic Education's Elijah Mhlanga to give us more details about their response to what they've been told by Umalusi. Elijah, thank you so much for your time. Of course, this must be quite a pleasing moment for you as a department, with Umalusi giving you the thumbs up to actually release these results as planned by the department on Thursday.
Yeah, that's correct. We are relieved that we can now proceed with the final preparations for the release of the results come Thursday by the Minister of Basic Education.
Elijah, just to think about it, what would have happened had Umalusi said that, you cannot release these results?
Well, it has never happened in history, so we don't expect that type of announcement will be made because we work with them right throughout, from the setting of the papers to the exam itself, monitoring, quality assurance work, and everything else. So where there would have been issues, they would have been dealt with much earlier to prevent that type of disaster.
There have been also these reports, that we've seen every other weekend regarding that scandal, the matric, the cheating scandal in Mpumalanga specifically. Is there an update that you can share with us about your investigations in that regard?
Yeah, what I can say is that we've now intensified our investigations. We submitted the irregularities report to Umalusi last week, and that was finalized, and now we can proceed and accelerate the process of the investigations, because our idea is that all those learners who are implicated must get their results as quickly as possible, which means everyone that's implicated must cooperate so that we can finish quickly and start with the preparations for the 2023 examinations, as opposed to being held back by the one from 2022. But we need to go through each case carefully, so slowly, making sure that we don't compromise people. We want to ensure that if you are guilty, you are really guilty, and that there's enough evidence to find you guilty. But if you are cleared, then you must get your results so you can proceed with your plans for your future as quickly as possible.
Now, Umalusi did mention that you are required to block the results of those people who are found to have been part of any form of irregularities. And you've just mentioned now that with the investigations, you're hoping that you want to conclude them as soon as possible so that learners are able to receive their results. How many learners, can you tell us, could possibly not receive their results, or their results could be blocked come the 19th, 20th of January?
Well, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of learners across the country, if we're to look at all irregularities that need to be attended to. So some have already been resolved, by the way. So what we report on now are those cases which could not be concluded before this process is at this stage. But we have more than 1,000 in Mpumalanga, and there are others, a handful here and there across the country in other provinces. But we are working right through the night and basically to make sure that we complete all the work that needs to be done. Like I said, we need to ensure that they get their results as quickly as possible. But in the future, we want to see this number coming down quite drastically. We need to really work hard to conscientize parents, communities, even our candidates themselves, and most importantly, even our invigilators and some of the officials in the system, to make sure that we stop the irregularities. We've done well to stop any leakage of any question papers during the exam, so now we need to go to the next phase of stopping group copying, which is what seems to be giving us a problem.
Just briefly for us then, the Minister ready to release the results on Thursday. There have been quite a few concerns, so to speak, or anger actually from some South Africans surrounding the date of when these results are being released, and they're saying that it's too late. Just your response in that regard.
Well, it looks too late, but it's not. We have to make do with the time that we have. The fact of the matter is that the 2022 school year started later than usual because of the COVID-19 restrictions. So what happened in 2022 was caused by what took place in 2021. And the 2021 school year was also affected by what took place in 2020 because of COVID. So we're still going through the impact of COVID, which is not something you can just stop at the switch of a button. It doesn't work like that. The system is so huge that whatever you do now, any time that you lose now, it will impact everything else that you are going to be doing. So school started late in 2022. The exam started late as well. and completed late, marking started later than normal, and all the other processes that follow also started late. That's why we're here. That's why even last year we were affected. The 2020 exams results were released on the 19th of January in 2022. So we also need to just remember those types of things, that COVID might look like it's gone around you, but its impact remains.
And then just finally, I know you probably won't respond to this, but an indication as to where we're sitting for the matric class of 2022, do you know as yet?
Well, I do know, but I won't share with you. It's the minister's job to do. She will be doing that on Thursday.
Is it looking good?
I'm not going to comment.
Thank you so much. Elijah Mhlanga, the Department of Basic Education spokesperson, just giving us details there about they, being satisfied with Umalusi, of course, giving their results and giving their assurance to release these results on come Thursday, and also refusing to give any indication as to how we're looking as the matric class of 2022 awaits their results come Thursday, the 19th of January. It's exactly 15 minutes after 1 o'clock. Duduzile Ramela brings you more news after this.